Hi everyone, it's Ashley and I'm here for an update. If you're new here, I originally had the lap band. I then went to the gastric sleeve, and about 16 weeks ago I had the gastric bypass due to severe acid reflux and weight gain. So way back, I would go through all my stats. I can't be bothered to do that anymore. It's too confusing for me, honestly. So I'm just going to start from September of my pre-op diet. September 24th, I weighed in at 294.4 pounds. This whole week plus, I have been weighing in at 232.6 pounds. That is a loss of 61.8 pounds. I flipping hate my scale. Not for what you would think. It's just because it's so consistently inconsistent. It says that I'm the same weight for days on end, and I just can't believe that anybody's body wouldn't fluctuate. But I can't find a scale, and I don't want to invest in another scale. So I'm just going with it for right now. My starting BMI was 49, and my current BMI is 38.7. Puts me in obesity class 2 still. I took my measurements on October 2nd, just before I had my surgery. And since then, I've lost 8.5 inches from my hips. I've lost 5 inches from my chest, which I call my boobs. My waist, which I call underneath, like if you were getting measured for a bra. I've lost 6 inches. I've lost 1.5 and 1 from each of my calves, and 2 and 2.5 inches from each of my thighs. So those are like the major areas. You know, I do take my neck, I take my kind of forearm, stuff like that, but they don't change as much as the bigger areas. So that's a loss of 26.5 inches since then. So things I want to talk about. My dietitian has advised me to work towards between 1,000 and 1,200 calories a day. I'm hitting that every day. I'm generally hitting the 12,000 a day. 1,200 calories a day. I have done this intro about 17 times, so I can't be bothered to do it again. Yes, so I'm hitting about 1,200 calories a day, pretty consistently. I use MyFitnessPal. I know of one day that I went to about 1,300 calories, but that's been it. I know there are other people who have much lower calories that they should be taking in at this point. I'm just going by what my dietitian says, and has been working for me. I went to my doctor's last Wednesday. It's just been over a week. And with one concern, and she then had a concern for me. So my concern was I had a feeling that one of the hernias that they repaired, I had an abdominal hernia. I had multiple, actually. I feel like one has come back. And she thinks also. So we're going to keep an eye out on that. She did, however, say that they won't go in to fix it with any type of mesh or anything until I'm more towards a year out. So in October, then they'll start looking into that. It doesn't bother me. It never bothered me. The only reason I knew I had any of them is because I could feel one. I had a CT scan, and then they confirmed that I had other ones. So I'm pretty sure that they're incisional ones. I've had a lot of abdominal surgeries, like I said. I've also had 3 C-sections. So there's bound to be some weakness in my abdominal area. Then she came back telling me that my vitamin levels weren't great. So this is what I was taking. I got this on Amazon. It's Bariatric Choice, 1 a day with 45 milligrams of iron. In the end, she said this was not what I needed. but more based on the iron. She was saying I was also taking this, and then I was taking a prescription of pantoprazole for the acid reflux. I'm still taking this. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be stopping it. I don't think I'm going to be taking it for the rest of my life, I'm assuming, since that's one of the reasons I had surgery. But I'm pretty sure most people take it for like the first 6 months. Not something I did after my sleeve surgery. I know some people actually take them after sleeve surgery too. I wasn't advised that. It was a different doctor. Maybe if I'd had it, this doctor, they would have advised it. I don't know. She came back telling me that I'm looking at my notes. My iron, my zinc, and my copper were low. And so this one was fine in the copper and the zinc. It's the iron that really was deficient. And if I started taking 2 to bump up that iron, it kind of just would have put everything else in proportionate. Would just words. So I started taking this. They sell this brand at my doctor's office. Obviously, that's why they want me to take it. They didn't actually sell this one at the office, so I couldn't try it before I bought it, and I couldn't just kind of see it. But it has 60 iron, and so that's where it's hopefully going to help me. One thing about it is you have to take 2 a day, and it's a 3-month supply. They're gigantic pills, and they're chewable. Thankfully, they don't have a real bad iron taste, but they don't taste great. I'll tell you that. They taste a lot better than I expected. But I did message my dietitian and said, these cost a lot of money. I think it was almost $10 just for the shipping. And so I said, if we can come up with another solution, that might be better, because while I can afford it, $70 something every 3 months is not really something I want to do forever. So yeah. My workout routine. That's what I want to talk about next. Starting in November, I started doing walking at home, and I really, really liked it. I wasn't going to the gym because childcare. They're not having childcare, and then between having to wear masks, there wasn't really classes, which is really my favorite thing to do, and the limit of people that could be there at the time. I didn't feel like taking up a spot with somebody else who was actually going to utilize the equipment more than me. As somebody who was still like a month out from surgery, I wasn't going to be, utilizing it as intensely as somebody else would. So I started doing walk at home. First started doing YouTube, and then, excuse me, my back is itchy. I ended up getting the Roku app because we have Roku on our television. And I paid for that. I paid about $50 for the year, which is, for me, was very worthwhile. I used it every day. Monday through Friday. I only work out Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Unless I didn't get a workout in during one day of the week, I will make up for it on the weekends. But I kind of take those days off. Not stressing about it. Sometimes we're doing errands. Sometimes we're doing, fun stuff outside, stuff like that. So walking at home. Walking home with Leslie Sansone, I'm pretty sure is how you say her last name. It has been really good. I ended up getting some ankle weights, some resistance bands, stuff like that to go along with the videos, which were very cheap. I actually got the ankle weights for Christmas, and I went on Amazon and got the resistance band. Something I didn't want to do during this honeymoon period of this surgery, since I've had 2 others in the past and I learned from my mistakes, hopefully. I didn't want to go all out. I didn't want to immediately start going to the gym and go full force, because where was I going to go from there? If I started out working out 7 days a week for an hour, 2 hours, not my life, never going to happen anyway. But where would I go when the honeymoon period was over and I needed to burn those calories, and then I'd have to bump up everything and lower my calories, and this has got to be a sustainable lifestyle for the rest of my life, and hopefully it's a very long life. And I'm 34, so yeah, walking at home was the perfect thing. I started out with 30, it's about 15 minutes a mile. So usually I would never do anything under 30 minutes. These 1 miles seem kind of pointless, to me, just because I'm at a stage where I can walk a mile. If you can't walk a mile, start out with whatever you can do. But so usually it's between 30 and 45 minutes that I'm doing, and it's just in my living room, and it's been great, and I can do it at nap time. And so I've been really consistent with that until we got the Mirror system. If you haven't heard of it, it looks like a actual mirror that's just up on the wall, but then you turn it on, and in the mirror is an instructor. There's many classes, there's many different instructors, and I've been doing a lot of Latin dance with Lonnie, because he seems to be my favorite instructor, and Latin dance is like the closest to like Zumba that I've found. I've also done things like stretching, and cardio strength things. I did one, you can do live classes and the instructor can see you and there's a camera, and it's great. And I didn't realize it was like an advanced class. They have beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert, and I did not realize that it was a 45 advanced strength class, and I was like, bow out now, I gotta go. But it's been great. I really, really enjoy the Mirror system. We took the nursery, which was, my husband was using it as his office via the pandemic necessity. And we turned that in the office / gym. And so it's been great. I'm sorry that the light is crazy right now. But I've been really enjoying it. It's not cheap, but it's really beneficial for what I need it right now. And so I haven't been walking as much. I am actually going to go do a walk now after this, because there's a class tonight I want to take at 9:15, and if for some reason I don't get to that class because my kids are crazy or whatnot, bedtime doesn't work out, I don't want to miss a day of something. So probably only going to do a half-hour walk, but it's something. I wrote down goals. I don't have any fitness goals or weight goals right now. I have a friend who had the sleeve surgery recently, in real life friend. And she said, oh, people keep asking me what my goal weight is. And I said, my goal weight is to always fit in the roller coaster. I love roller coasters. I love going to Six Flags with my kids. We go a lot. And the anxiety that I feel walking up those stairs, getting on any roller coaster, it's terrible. I hate it so much. I love roller coasters, and I want to be with my kids, and I want to have fun with them. But that anxiety stops me a lot. And I don't want that. I don't want that to be anymore. Unfortunately, I carry a lot of my weight in my stomach. And that's right where you have to like get buckled in. So yeah, that's my goal weight, is to not feel so anxious every time I'm trying to get on a ride that I won't fit, because it's happened and it's embarrassing and I hate it so much. If I had to put a number to it, I'd love to get down to 180. Still not a healthy BMI for somebody my height. I'm 5'5", but for some reason that's always stuck into my head. 180 would be my my ideal weight. Long term, I'd really like to do something like a Tough Mudder or some type of race that has obstacles, not a running race. I've done 5Ks. I hate fucking running. I just hate it. It's so it's so bleh. It gets really boring, especially since I generally run slower than anybody else I'm doing the race with. So my husband or my sister fly ahead of me, and then I'm like, okay, well, this is boring. It's really boring. So I feel like something that changed it up. Doesn't sound right. Something that was not so mundane would be fun to do. I know those aren't happening right now, so that's kind of a long-term goal. Fingers crossed we get back to normal pretty soon. I'm pretty sure me and my husband are real low on the list of COVID vaccines. Long Island's not doing great getting those rolled out. But someday we'll get it, and hopefully someday things will be back to normal. I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone is feeling great. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.